Fire up, baby. We're back. Me and Jasmine, Double O's podcast.
Welcome back. I wanted to say thank you to everyone that gave us a lot of tips, support, ideas, reposts, all of that.
Everything.
Very appreciated. Exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, it was great to see that people actually supported.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we didn't get too much haters from comments that were made, but there was a lot of support. I got a lot of DMs through the podcast page and also my personal page.
Yeah, same.
It was great.
I would normally say this at the end of a video, but I would like everyone, if you could, to like this video and probably the previous one. Also, if you can, share, repost, whatever. Another important thing for us is actually if you could subscribe if you wanted, because then you'll get notified when we post any like little clips or when we post this video and future videos.
If Jasmine would just post the link in the bio, maybe you guys would know where to find the podcast.
I did
only
today.
Asked her 5 times, but I know she's a busy mother.
I did it right before I got here.
Oh.
So it's there now. It's in the podcast.
Click
Instagram.
the link in the bio, subscribe, share. We appreciate everything.
Please and thank you.
The love is great.
I was so surprised when I saw the reels. We have a couple of reels. I was thinking, maybe 60, 70 views, whatever, the main people. It got, a few of them got over 3,000 views, almost 4 now.
Yeah, I don't
really know how that happened.
I don't even have a reel on my personal page. So the fact that 3,000 views is insanity.
No, that's actually crazy.
Yeah,
I was not expecting that.
I gotta put my shit now. Let's get it.
And it wasn't just one. I think we have three or 4. A couple of them are in the thousands, but we have at least 3 in the 3,000. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, that's great. Do you want to get started?
I'm apologizing. That was bad in my time. I apologize.
I said in the mic.
No. Well, let's just start from the beginning, because we obviously recorded the last time, and we were kind of just all right.
First of all, that was just for shits. That was just to test the camera, test the lights, test mic, test everything, and
it was funny because I was like, okay, let's just drop clips and then we'll come back record and whatever, and then
we weren't gonna post that full video.
Yeah, but people like Heaney, damn, they don't fuck around. They need their shit. And
Heaney was pressing us. You know what? I appreciate it, because we wouldn't have dropped it if it honestly probably wasn't for Heaney alone. So that's great.
I love it.
So this is for nationals, right?
Yeah, this is for nationals.
So we have nationals coming up in 4 days. Friday. And we have decided to do some power rankings. Double A power rankings.
Correct. And
I'll be honest, I had to... No.
No, Jasmine's all on board with the power rankings. We together came up with the power rankings. Mm-hmm. It's something that we want to continue with. Please, we're working on it.
Very much heavy on the working on it. Okay,
working on it, but we care about who you played. We don't care about what you did. It's about who you played. We don't care if you won anything. Who did you play? If you didn't play anybody, we don't care. So, hit them.
Oh, me.
Hit them. Let's hear it.
All right, first.
Whatever you want. However you want to say it.
I don't know what power rankings are.
Who cares?
All right.
We should just post this. To be honest.
Yeah, I can make it a...
Yeah,
I can make
Fuck it. We're not even going to tell you the power rankings. Go to our IG.
Yes.
Like it.
Follow it.
Comment. If you have a fucking problem with our power rankings, we want to hear it in the fucking comments. Don't call my phone and tell me, oh, well, we did this. No, I don't care. Go to the comment. Bubble it up. Let's hear it.
I rate that.
So men's and women's power rankings, obviously Rebels are number 1. So, I mean.
Yeah, we don't really need to.
I guess everything matters about 2 and on. So
yeah, I have to agree. Okay, I want to get started with the women's league.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call them? The league.
Playoffs.
League.
Yeah.
Yeah, league.
What's that league called, anyways?
I actually couldn't tell you. That's how.
I'm sure it doesn't have a website.
The league?
No.
No, it doesn't. Because there's a couple. There's literally only 2, I think. I'm gonna cut this part out. But Storm doesn't want to play with us, so they made their complete own league. So it's the only double A team in that league is Storm.
I can't lie. I got my own T-Font insiders. I just feel like the top teams went and colluded and said that they only want to play each other. That's what I heard from the grapevine. Whoever the grapevine might be, I don't know. You make your own guesses. Put in the comments.
All right, I didn't know that. I'm just on the team. I just show
The
up.
Storm said that they are not going to discriminate. So they didn't.
Okay,
they
so
chose to not join.
That's the nice version of what I heard, because I heard. Okay, so
Well,
I
heard
heard
the hater version.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
The hater version is always the best version.
But I
so
like
cool with
that though. I have, because I was asking people like, why don't we play with these teams so that they can practice against us and we can, just shit like that. But yeah, I was told.
Well, you would think if you're a lower team, you want to get a chance to play the top teams.
Absolutely.
And let's be serious. Top teams are probably not taking league as serious as they should. So you're thinking, all right, well, you probably have a better chance in those games to actually make it a little bit more competitive than a actual tournament game.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've never felt like the league games, playoffs, anything was really like something to be excited about, if I'm being honest. Like it just feels like we're just going to play.
It's so funny.
It's not as exciting.
I agree with you 100%. I was actually thinking about this on a bigger conversation, which we don't have to get to.
Yeah.
But I think that's almost the difference right now between flag and touch. Right now, there's a bunch of flag leagues. Everyone's serious, but there's no actual tournaments. Touch right now, we're strictly tournaments based. Anything outside of tournaments
it's like not.
Doesn't matter.
It's just there.
Matter.
Yeah, but there's a lot of hype around flag, and I don't know if that has something to do with like the world, like there's flag in the Olympics.
It seems like it's the future.
Yeah, so but touch is just like, even though all of our main tournaments are all touch. You good?
Yeah. There's a lot of background from our producer is not giving us the right answer.
You gotta be strict.
So just to go back a second.
Yeah.
So we've acknowledged that the league isn't that serious. Now, do you think that's a good or a bad thing? Well, it's clearly a bad thing.
I think that definitely hurts the women's side.
Yeah.
Because
it's reps.
And also it would be a good place for us to bring a lot of new people instead of just throwing them into tournaments where the tournaments actually matter.
Yes.
So if we could bring in like 30 new girls, either one, even put them on just like a random team, get them used to the game.
So we've had the same issue in men's. I think it's an issue regardless, just based on the fact that you're playing the summer. It's an adult league. Eventually people have families, they have lives. The weekend is when you get to experience your good time. If you're playing all the time in the weekend, then like how do you go to your cottage? How do you go on vacation? How do you do that, right? So I think that's one of the issues. I felt like when we went to EFFL this year, we played weekdays during the night. Like for me personally, it was great.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's down the street from my house, but I don't have to, like, I don't have fucking plans on a Tuesday or a Monday.
But I would also like to acknowledge that there's like ETFL, VTFL, EFFL, all those leagues for men, and then women only have the Sundays.
Well,
I know we gotta make them,
but there's also fucking 10 teams. Like,
I know, but I feel like if there were more opportunities than to only play on the one day, then I think we could branch off more. Like some girls would play on a weekday at nighttime, I feel. And like,
so this is my question I always had about women's football, only because like I find like there's so many men, like kind of what we're alluding to. Where do most of the women that play, where the fuck do they live? I know there's a lot of like university girls, so they're out of town, but like GTA wise,
I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you.
We need to know in the comments, wherever. Somebody tell us, where do you guys live?
If there's like if there's like 90% of women in Toronto, we have to start something. Like we have to start something like ASAP.
If you have 10 teams and
not co-ed. I love co-ed, but not co-ed. I want like more women's league. There was the Mississauga flag. that one was
But
really
it's in
fun.
Mississauga.
But it is in Mississauga,
Which
and it's
is
flag.
issue.
It's not touch. We play touch. But
Where's the best? So this is what we want to know. Where's the best area to have a women's league where we can get the most women? That's what we need to know right now.
and everybody, not separated,
Yes,
not
yes.
like
But I think another thing is we also need to have women that are gonna throw. We gotta get more girls comfortable with throwing.
yeah.
And so I know we talked about
Mm-hmm.
it. Well, look out for Jasmine. We talked about it. I don't care. I'm calling you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
why
want to
not?
learn. I want to learn to throw. Like
Why?
I want to get comfortable. I wouldn't mind being a backup quarterback. Definitely not like main.
But like, okay, but what if we
If tournament
what if-
someone gets hurt or like even the backup gets out, I wouldn't mind like being thrown in. I want to be comfortable.
But now you're alluding back to the same issue we were just talking about. We're now going directly to tournaments. Why can't we get to leagues? Why can't we get a league where people can learn how to throw and get
No,
new
you're right.
people and build from there?
You're right.
Like you could be a quarterback for a draft league. That's essentially what
Oh, shit.
ETFL
Yeah.
or Ajax league is. It's the same shit.
And then I could practice there and have fun with
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
And then if you happen to be someone that can excel, maybe you do move on to a tournament team. But if you don't, then you stay there and get comfortable. You play whatever you do. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I think my only thing with that is like, what if main people get so comfortable? Like, so how am I going to word this? If there's a receiver and let's say they play in another league, they get so comfortable playing quarterback
Mm-hmm.
and then they leave that team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if it's like a big issue, like for the whole leaving?
Which leads into another whole situation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if?
I think that every situation is independent of itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that situation itself is good. If
Okay.
Ashley Dawkins says, I'm leaving the Rebels and I'm going to throw, if she was to go start her own team and she started to throw, yeah, she might not be Christine, but she has the capabilities
Absolutely.
to lead a team. So now we have another team that has a potential.
Again, which is what we need. We do need
Correct.
more women's teams, I feel.
You can only have as many teams as you have quarterbacks,
Yeah.
right? So I'm not that versed in the whole women's league. I do watch the top tier, let's say. But I feel like in the bottom half, and I only know this from what I hear because I don't watch enough to say, but I feel like that's where people are kind of trying out or whatever, but I feel
Yeah.
like they're not being put in the best situations because they're not getting the chance to actually do that before they come to the tournaments. Kind of what we're living.
Yeah, 100%.
But either way, when you're talking about leaving teams, I think that's a big topic in itself.
Yeah.
I think especially in women's football. That's the biggest issue.
First of all, I
First
can't
of
say
all,
nothing. I've been on 6 teams.
yeah, but yo, y'all hate each other. Why you guys hate? Why does everyone hate each other?
I just think we take it to heart on and off the field.
So this is my thing. Is like, even if I don't like you, I can play with you. I can play with you. If you're fucking good, I'll play with you. We could go do whatever the fuck we gotta do. As long as we're winning, everything's great. I don't care. I don't have to
That
like
makes
you to
me
do
that makes me like curious because I couldn't.
But why? If you're winning, and you know that this person can help you win, and if all
I
you
think
have
it's
to do is
because-
put your shit to the side.
There's a little more like personal things involved after. It's never just like
Okay.
so I've noticed for guys like you guys can hate each other, but
Mm-hmm.
and play, but then like you guys leave it there and like you leave it at that after. But like I feel like with women, what I have noticed is that it trails on and on and on. And then,
Shit got personal. I don't know. I feel like I got it in the matrix. But yo, take you out of it. For example,
okay, that wasn't me. Like I mean,
I don't know
Personal.
what happened. It felt,
no,
felt
no,
like
but
you were
no,
talking
no.
about yourself right
no,
there,
no,
not
no,
a
no,
friend.
no. I'm just saying like I've seen that happen so many times too.
I agree.
To other people, and that's why a lot of women will leave other teams because there's just so much shit going on that's actually unnecessary. Like it's no longer football related. A lot of women have left teams for that.
Okay, so let's put that to the side right now. We'll leave that to the side.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a whole other issue. We can't get into that today. But why is it when every time somebody leaves a team, women or men, there's always like bad blood? Why can't you just leave a team? Why can't you just be like, yo, I don't want to fucking play there anymore?
That's a good question.
Maybe we should bring Matt.
Matt, want a mic?
No, for real though. I always wondered that. Like, how do you leave a team without there being bad blood? Is it possible? Because you left 5 teams already. Is there bad blood every single time? I know
No, the first team I left, very supportive.
Well, they knew.
Yeah, they were very supportive of it.
Well, we got time. we got fucking time today. I just look at my watch. I got time today.
You know what?
Take yourself out of this. When have you been on? Well, I guess have you been on a team for more than a year?
This is. Yeah, I was on Rebels for 2. I think Vixens was my longest.
What was that?
2 years.
You were on Vixens for 2 years, and then they won after you left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means.
Yeah, I'm ass.
I'm not gonna say what sign you were, but it wasn't Scorpio.
So yeah, no, Rockets may be my longest.
Okay, so
stretch.
when I guess my question was,
Okay, have I been on a team someone's left?
and there's been like you felt away. Like I felt
No.
I that's happened on our team.
But I also just don't. Maybe I probably just don't care enough. Is that your child?
Yo, hold on for a
Is
second.
that your child?
Oh no, that's outside. There.
Yeah, that's outside.
What were we just talking about?
Leaving teams.
Did
you ever?
Oh, have I ever you
okay,
felt
so
away?
that's
You
what I'm
felt
gonna
away.
say. Like, yeah. So like I've been on teams where it's like, okay, you have a guy, right, and he's good, and he's helping the team, and we're fucking winning, and we're like, maybe we're not winning nationals, but we're fucking right there, and then they just leave, and you're like what the fuck? Like what do you
what just
what
happened?
do you want? You're getting the ball.
Okay, wait, but is it also like? Do you feel like blindsided by it? Like, it's not something that you saw coming.
So I thought about that this year, and I feel like if you're blindsided as someone that's like running the team, I feel like you are kind of at fault. You have to have an idea. When I go to the off season every single year, I have an idea of who might like not want to stay.
Yeah.
Or who might not be happy or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
As a manager, you have to fucking like realize that and make it like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, I think when that happened, I was more blindsided. I might not have been in the position I was now. I think when you're a player and you're not really, well, I guess it depends on the situation, but
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like it's so like, it's like a elephant in the room thing where people are so uncomfortable to fucking just say what it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pull my closer to you.
Thank you very much, sir. I think it's a thing where people have to, anyways, fuck it. That's outside. That's a hood. Don't worry about that. The window's open. You gotta keep it cool. It's all right. When you look behind the hood, that's how it go.
If you were, let's say you left KI, right, like today,
Mm-hmm.
how would you do it? You're kind of a key person.
It'd be,
You're a key person.
yeah, it'd be tough for me only because I have so much responsibility. I think for me to do it responsibly, I would have to make sure that there was people in place to like take my role over type of thing.
Yeah, not just abandon them and
then be like, yo, fuck you guys.
Okay,
That's
but-
not fucking serious. I'm showing the fucking tournament. It's like, where the fuck are you guys? I can no problem. Like, fuck you guys. I'm gonna play with whoever has 19 plus players. Like, I'm not trying to run.
Oh,
the fuck?
okay, yeah.
I feel like it's easy to leave a team. You don't want to be on the team for whatever
But, like,
reason.
how
I don't like my
serious-
role. I don't like how you guys move. Whatever.
Bye,
Just
I'm
say
out.
what it is. I'm fucking out.
But like, how serious is it to the like?
I
over
think that
text-
my
over
team would
text
be.
is
Oh,
a good
I
fit.
would know. Like, if I left my team and went to another team, they're gonna be in there. Fuck. So my first year on KI, I remember we were in Unionville, and we played. What's their name? Niagara. Fuck. They're the Rhinos now, but their old team name Niagara, the white and blue. Whatever. We played those guys. They were fucking. I remember they beat us in that game. Delroy fucking cussed me out. Fucking benched me. He went in the game, but like, yo, he went in the game. Like Delroy back then. This is the thing. He still could play, but like because we were young, we do dumb shit. He would get fucking pissed. It just be like, yo. Fuck you guys, I'm going in. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm covering the best
Get
player.
off the field.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm covering the best player on the team because you guys are all shit.
Yo, that's so
that
funny.
game, it didn't work out so well for him. But I remember like leaving that game because we fucking lost and I was just pissed because I didn't play and whatever. At that time, he fucking hated me. I hated him. And I remember leaving, going in my car, just being like, I'm not fucking
You're not coming back.
Fuck these guys.
You're not
I
coming
don't
back. Like
give
that
a
was it. Like
fuck.
sometimes you just know. Just like that's that.
I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
I'm not taking this guy's shit. Fuck this guy. And Booth, I remember like it's yesterday. I was parked up on the fucking that straight line that's facing the fields, like
Where-
the
what
further
field?
fields. At Crothers, Bill Crothers.
Okay.
And I remember like being at my car and like throwing my stuff in, and Booth's like, "Man, like, you're gonna be here tomorrow."
You're coming back.
But like that was the difference. He
Yeah.
came to me and it was like, "You come back tomorrow, buddy. I'm not coming back tomorrow."
You're not.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
I don't. At that time too, I was young. I was like, "Bruh, you think I'm gonna waste my
What team were you? What team was
Sunday?"
this?
Killer Instinct.
Oh, it was KI.
The first
Okay.
year though,
Oh, okay.
and he's like, "Nah, don't worry. Like you're gonna play tomorrow. Like don't worry. Like Deli's not gonna be here. Blah blah blah." I was like, "Deli's not gonna be here. I'm playing." I'm like, "All right, you know
Okay.
what? Fuck it. I come
You'll
back."
come back.
And
But
look who we are, 10 years, whatever later, and
10
here we are.
years. 10 years on KI. Never been on another team after
No.
joining KI.
No, we don't switch sides. We don't switch sides. We're not suiciders. We thug it out, man. We grind. But I feel like a lot of us, we started to a point we kind of built together. We played a lot of like indoor seasons with docs. That was the shit. Yeah.
That's
we
key.
we can talk about that another day.
No, that's
Yeah, yeah.
key because that's where I really like started liking the sport, and I was like, "This is fun. Like this is really fun." There needs to be something similar
Three
to
monkeys.
dogs.
The vibe.
Three Monkeys was the spot. That was the spot.
Yeah.
No, Docs indoor was.
But yeah, like we went from there. So, anyways,
I
yo,
don't know if you saw on Instagram.
no, fuck
actually,
that. No, don't even get into that. Let's make a call still. Let's call the man himself.
okay.
What do you
Wait,
think?
hold on. You have to call off my phone.
So we thought we'd do.
Can you hear Matt?
I know that the fans have been asking that we bring in guests and so on and so forth, and we're building to that. This is literally the first real show that we had, so we got a lot of requests for people to bring on guests, and so we can ask some questions and so on.
Way more than I thought we would.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a good amount.
It was crazy, so I said, "Fuck it, like let's do it." But we're gonna try and do that for the next pod. Today we figure we're gonna call somebody.
Yeah.
And let's see how it goes. Someone that's played in T-Font,
Yep.
coached in T-Font. Actually, I think he was on the NFL or like in the
Yeah,
NFL.
he
Or,
was
yeah,
NFL.
yeah. So we're gonna call Cannon and see what he's got to say. He actually DM'd us the other day.
He did.
Yes, what made me think
He
about calling
DM'd
him.
us with facts.
Yeah,
So I don't know if anyone saw some cryptic,
there's.
some little cryptic Instagram
There's a
stories.
very cryptic post that he has. So let's call him and see
All
what he
right.
has to say.
I wonder if he's gonna know it's me calling though.
He doesn't pick up.
That's crazy.
Oh, this guy did.
This guy's scared now.
No, yeah, this guy did.
Can you not plug in Joe's phone?
No, we're calling this guy back.
No,
Okay.
yeah, let him know that it's me. First of all,
he should know what time it is. What's going on? Hold on.
having a whole conversation about it.
This guy's dissing.
Oh
Listen,
my God, this would be
Ken
cool.
is busy, man.
Do you know what ASMR is?
No, I have no idea. What's
You want to
ASMR?
keep the headphones, don't you?
What? Talk about? What's that? Oh no. Oh.
Have you ever seen videos of people like whispering into the mic? Or like, have you ever seen those?
pause. I don't know what you're talking about. But my mind went somewhere else. I don't know what's going on right now.
Never mind.
What is the ASMR?
I don't know what it stands for.
What is the AS? Yeah.
I don't know what it stands for, but it's like.
I don't know where we're going with this.
Just like, yeah. People talking
like that. Call this guy back. Fucking cannon.
I'm gonna keep the headphones.
It's a sensory thing.
That's crazy. That is
He's
gonna
dissing. All right. You know what? Fuck it. We can move on to the next topic if he doesn't call. If he doesn't answer, or we'll leave a message on it. Should we leave a message?
No, you can.
No, I'm not even. Nah, fuck that. Banging on him.
You guys are.
Man, mash up the whole show. I try to get. You know what? It's all fine. I get it. He's a misfit. He's a misfit. I get it. It didn't work out.
2025 misfit.
Anyways.
Okay.
So the time that you guys all been waiting for, it's that time of the year. The Nationals draws.
National draws finally came out. And I have to say, somebody is not too happy.
Is it that time of the
Let's
show?
talk about them, and then, like in a therapy session, let's talk about why you're upset.
Well, earlier Jasmine said that she was thinking about throwing and stuff like that, and I figured, hey, if she's gonna throw, you gotta put me in ISO. So let's get it.
This is Joe only. Joe on ISO. Take it.
So today, I got an email with the draws, and hey, some of you guys might be with me. Some of you guys might. Matt, let me know if I'm crazy. Have you seen them?
Yeah. They're our crossover.
Sorry?
Your pool is our crossover,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yes, it
Your
is.
piranhas.
Well, that's fine. I'm not even mad at that. You guys did what you guys did this year. So did the piranhas. So I get that.
Keyword this year.
My issue is the interesting rankings that we've came up with this year. Now, first of all, I'm going to bring you back in so we can talk about the rest of it. I'm not even going to get into that, right? We can talk about the rest of it after.
Yeah,
Let's just get straight to the facts.
Okay.
I checked the rankings before, and I checked the rankings after. I'm just saying stuff that people are thinking about. And if you're not thinking about it, please let us know. But I'm pretty sure you are thinking about it because it must look a little bit weird. Now, we got the top 4 teams. I believe how it works is if a Western team doesn't make the semifinals of Nationals, then they don't necessarily get a ranking in the top 4. So, interestingly enough, thank you. We've got the Edmonton Frost and the Kelowna Brews coming right in at number 5, which is quite interesting. But that's fine. I got no issues with that.
Okay.
Now, if my calculations are correct, or from what I've seen and what I see now, I believe that the Hamilton Trojans, the Markham Mustangs, and the Toronto Assassins are all tied. They all have a tie. I don't know how the tiebreaker goes, and that's not really my business. But it just so works out that the Trojans are first in the tiebreaker.
Okay.
The Mustangs are second, and the Assassins are third. Now, I have no problem with any of that. This is where my problem lays, people. Joe's problems. There's a team called Winnipeg Peg City. Now, number one, first of all, you're from Winnipeg. How are you Winnipeg Peg City? It's either you're Peg City or you're Winnipeg. You can't be both. Let's just be real. I played in the West a couple times. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
Hold on.
Just trying to get help here. Played on the West a couple times. Won this thing right here. That's the Maybell Trophy.
All right.
Just for the people that are not sure. That's the Maybell Trophy. That's a tournament that happens every year in the West Coast. Plenty of teams. Probably like 40. Light work out there.
40.
Yeah, we come out.
Turn it a bit.
Turn it a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of blocking.
Oh, my bad. Kelowna, Maybell. That's a trophy. So I played out there a couple of times. That's what I'm about to get into. Peg City, no disrespect to you guys. I just do my research. I just want to know how's Peg City ranked above the Winnipeg Rebellion. Now, I played the Winnipeg Rebellion before. Respectable team. I know they switched quarterbacks. But they've been out here for quite some time, maybe 10 years.
Oh, here?
Consistently. Yeah,
Oh,
Nationals.
Shit. Okay.
They've been out here consistently. Maybe I'm lying about 10 years, but they've been out here for a long time. They've been playing. I don't know how they're ranked behind the Peg City. Now, if somebody from Winnipeg can let me know if I'm missing something, please tell me. But when I look back, because I was confused. I wanted to see what Peg City did last year. How did they get that ranking?
If anyone knows how they got that ranking, like, let us know.
So I looked last year to see what they had did, and they, I believe, I'm gonna pull it out for you, Jasmine. Let's talk for a second until I find this out.
I got actually nothing to say.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna get straight to it. We're gonna find out what they did last year at Nationals. All right, Winnipeg, Peg City.
Peg City was at Nationals last year?
This is not a Winnipeg, Peg City issue. I have no disrespect to those guys. I do respect them, but I just like to get to the facts. Last year, Nationals, they lost 25-6 to the Mud Dogs. They lost 21-12 to the Giants. They lost 27-6 to the Hounds. Then they lost 21-18 to the Assassins. They beat the Bullets 25-6. And then they lost to the Winnipeg Knights, whoever that might be. Now, how the fuck is that team number 9? How are they ranked above the Hounds and fucking Piranhas? Explain that. How? Now, that's my first thing. And I thought that was weird. I'm about to get petty now. Now I'm going to get fucking real petty. Let's see what group they're in. What do you know? The Trojans group, who happens to be in the EBO group. The team that they beat 2 times in a row. I'm going to leave that there. Anyways, moving along. Now that we've seen the draws, I do want to change my predictions.
Okay.
I do want to say that I after information I've heard, because I know a person or two, I want to say that I do have more faith in the Blues.
Oh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, I do have more faith in the Blues based on information I have. I'm not sure if I want to tell that right now on the podcast. I'll go in on that maybe in the next podcast after Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
I have pending issues with T-Font, so I'm not sure how far I want to get spicy. But sorry, what was I talking about?
Predictions. Like you
predictions,
want to change, you can change yours now because
I don't want to. I just want to say I got the Blues and I got Mud Dogs.
Blues and Mud Dogs.
Mm-hmm. But if we're gonna get into it, let's get into actual draws.
Okay.
Let's actually look at it.
I don't have the women's.
Unbiasedly. I mean, sorry, the women's is the
Ontario.
That's the Ontario Championships, or maybe it might be the Toronto City Championships. I don't know if that's in Nationals. Let me just check to see if there's a team that's not in Toronto.
For women's?
Well, we got
You sent it to me?
Toronto
You did.
Rebels.
You did.
We got the London Legends. I guess they're not from Toronto, but they're in Ontario.
There's only
Toronto EVO, GTA Rockets, Toronto Vixens, Toronto Wolfpack. GTA Foxes.
Hey, all right, so I'll be honest, we're getting a phone call. We're gonna cut it short. Gonna cut that short.
Ken, I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to go back through that again. First, is that okay? You there? Hello. He's not here.
I'm here, sorry.
Okay, no, it's okay. We're gonna have to go back through that again. I just want to make sure everything's good and you can get your message across properly. That's all.
Yeah, no problem.
So, hold on. Good.
Correct. Let's get it. Can you
All
hear
right.
that? Can you hear that?
Huh?
No,
Oh,
you
you
know,
can't
you
hear
didn't hear
that.
that. That's
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Cannon here. Give us give us your background in football, just so everyone can know. Um, just so
Yeah, man.
for people that don't know you, obviously.
Yeah, no worries, man. So obviously I grew up in the States, from Atlanta, Georgia, and played high school football there in Atlanta. Uh, and I went on, got a scholarship to Tulane University. Um, Started there all 4 years. Uh, Crazy, as a 17-year-old. So I graduated high school at 17. So uh, starting
Oh
as
yeah,
a
we
true
have the same
freshman.
birthday.
Yeah, New Year's Eve, man. So I mean, your birthday's so late. Like most people that I played with, or they're in my class, their birthday was like earlier in the year. So um, I was in college at 17 and started as a true freshman.
Nice.
So it was,
That's
you
crazy.
know, yeah, man. Like it's an eye-opening experience, man. Because when you train athletes, uh, my expectations or what I know that someone that's 17 or 18 is capable of is a little different because I did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so that's I kind of bring that into like my coaching and my training. But after college, uh, I was able to get drafted by the Detroit Lions,
That's
based
amazing.
off of what I did in my college career. Thank you, I appreciate it. And that was, I would say,
The
a
best
lot of
checks you've
people.
ever got in your life, I bet.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's guaranteed. I promise you that,
He was
man.
not mad at that.
Nah, not at all, man. But it was, a lot of people ask, is that something that you dreamed about growing up? And I tell them, not really, because my passion was baseball growing up. Like I was a pitcher my whole life. So if
Wow.
No
anything,
way.
you would, yeah, like baseball that's my first love, and football was just something I did. I actually played quarterback when I first started playing football,
Hmm.
because I was a pitcher.
Makes
And
sense.
yeah, so like when I went to the high school I went to, I kind of looked at the roster and I looked at who was playing quarterback and positions that I could play, and it's like, if I want to play, I'm gonna have to probably play a different position. But you know, I've
Smart.
always had yeah. I mean, I want to get on the field, man, and like,
Baseball is it must be the hardest sport to make professionally,
uh,
like
yeah. I
all the
mean,
way.
for sure, because with baseball, there's a lot of skill involved, and
Mhm.
Hmm.
you got to be in the batting cage. You gotta have a pitching coach. You gotta have this. And growing up where I'm from, resources weren't there
Yep.
to like pay for all that stuff. So football was what we did. You didn't need much from a resource standpoint. You just had to have what it took to go out there and compete, man. And um, so I had opportunities in football, and I kind of followed that, and making it to the NFL, and even the team I play with. But now that they're, I would say, an NFC favorite, the Detroit Lions. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. Uh, I know you guys are Cowboys fans, man. So
You know it.
they're gonna. Do they play each other this year?
Yeah, end of the year. I was actually thinking about going out there, but I think it's like the day before Christmas or the day before New Year's or some crazy shit like that.
Ah, okay,
My
okay.
daughter's birthday's on 23rd. I'm like,
Mm.
fuck.
Does that make her a Capricorn?
I think so. Yeah, I remember my mom talking some shit about that. I was just like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's you.
Me.
Oh, you guys,
Yeah,
all you guys.
Yep.
Salute, hats off to her, man. She gonna be a real one. I'm just gonna tell you that.
So a wild one. No, boy, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Well, that too.
A little bit.
So you obviously came to Canada. Like how did you didn't? Sorry, you didn't get into that. How did you get to Canada and so on from there?
Yeah. So crazy story, man. So I finished. I was done playing in Detroit, and I had an opportunity. I went and I lived in Virginia for about 6 months, and I trained with a group of pro baseball guys because I was going to pursue had an opportunity to pursue baseball,
Hmm.
and it got to the point where with the Atlanta Braves organization, they were going to sign me to their A ball,
Okay.
uh, which basically an A ball, man. Like
It's rough.
it's it's not a lot of money when it comes to that, right?
No.
Mm.
I've heard
So
some horror stories actually about that.
yeah, man, it's like college all over again. You got to live with roommates and pool your money,
Hmm.
Mm.
and at that point in my life, I wasn't in a position to try to live that way, uh, and try to chase a dream. But so I had the opportunity to sign with the Toronto Argos, and so I just came up here and played with the Argos for 1 year. Uh, but I had a really bad concussion, um, and that kind of made me make the decision to kind of step away.
Yeah.
Uh, just because I saw opportunity here for me to be a coach and help develop the Canadian football game. Just because back then, man, you're 10, 12 years ago, I saw the potential because I saw what was happening with basketball. Like that's when basketball started to like that model where these kids were playing it, and developing at an elite level in high school,
Yep.
and it started to transfer over to college, and then there were stars in college down the states, and then boom, now you see they took over this, the NBA by storm, man, and I just feel like it's it was the same blueprint for football, and I saw it happening right in front of my eyes, man. So I wanted to help develop kids, and that was where my passion really was.
Mm. That's
Yeah, I
amazing.
see. I seen that you did a lot of work with younger kids, a lot of high school kids, and so on. I guess you were helping them get to the next level and so on with that. Obviously, we all. I'm not sure about Jasmine. I feel like we all met you through T-Font, and you're coaching the Misfits
Yep.
women's
Mhm.
football team. For people that don't know,
Yep.
um, that's how we all know you. So we know you as Cannon, Misfits coach,
Yeah,
Wild
Misfits coach.
Boy.
Yeah.
You're this guy at Drake. He gonna turn up. He's gonna turn up. He's gonna bring the vibes and all
Yep.
that. So
Always had the little barbecue. You're always
yeah,
cooking for the
yeah,
women's
yeah.
teams.
Yep, 100%. Remember we used to always go over when Nationals was in Markham by
Mhm.
those rugby fields, and we drive over to
Mm-hmm.
Leslie and fucking
Yeah.
wherever,
Yeah.
wherever
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was, down the street
Mhm.
and all barbecue and shit. You know the vibes. But
Yeah,
um,
man.
so I wanted to ask you. We had a couple
Yeah.
questions. We can't talk for too long, but we had a couple questions.
Mhm.
Um, so you coached women's football, touch football for I don't know what 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
It seems like
I'd
it.
s- yeah, I know, right? It multiplies, man. But
Yeah.
I'd say 4 years, 4 or
4 years.
5 years. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so you coach obviously men's and women's. I want to know what did you find uh, difficult? What was the most difficult part of coaching women at that time?
Uh, Man. So I would say the communication aspect.
As
Um,
as far as what verbiage or
no, not even verbiage. Delivery,
true.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, I've coached men. I've coached like you know, adolescent boys who are becoming men, and I've coached like kids, girls and boys in flag.
Mm-hmm.
And what I find is, you know, everyone you can't coach everyone the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with coaching women, you have to be mindful of how they receive it, your tone, and I learned this, and this is what I'm saying after learning from experience. Like you know, in the beginning, coming from where I played and the players I used to coach, that was the same type of, I guess, energy I brought to coaching women's football.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, you learn, and you grow. Because for me, if I want my players to get better, I have to want the same for myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I got better as a coach, and I tell my female players that play for me, we're still like, I love them all, and we're still great friends, but they made me a better coach, right?
Yeah.
Because being able to coach them and learn how to coach them made me more open minded to the way I approach coaching everyone. So I would say that was the main thing is communication. Um, I don't underestimate anyone like mentally.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I never did when I coached women is I always told them I'm not going to coach you like a woman. I'm going to coach you like football players. So
Definitely.
I like that.
I won't dumb this shit down
You gotta
Yeah.
learn.
because
Yeah.
yeah, and it was funny, man, because it was a year during COVID. We had a roster and it was loaded. And I'm talking about we had Beast, we had Prime, we had Sloan on the roster, we had Victoria on the roster. We had players,
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, like we were stacked. And at I was indifferent. Like I would have meetings, like I would have like film meetings, like we would video. We had the drone. Everyone would hate the drone,
We did indeed.
but it like I always approached it like I'm going to teach you ladies football.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what I told them is there's going to be a handful of you ladies who will be coaches out of this group. And that's what I want for you because I see where the football is going at the NFL level, college, with the inclusion. Women are getting opportunities to actually coach,
Yeah.
right? So it's like, I don't want you sitting in a room with a bunch of men talking over your head and thinking that you don't know what you're talking about.
Trying to mansplain to me. Trying to
Yeah,
mansplain.
exactly, right? So it's like, I want you guys to know the game. And lo and behold, from that team, you see Prime, she's head coach over at Sheridan.
Mm-hmm.
Like it started to manifest, right?
Yeah.
Bruna, she's a receiver coach for U of T Flag.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it you start to see players venture out, and then in my mind, I'm like, hats off to them, and I know that those players that they're coaching are being taught the right things.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Nice. So Jasmine had a couple questions for you,
Hmm.
if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We briefly talked about this in when you messaged the Double Outs podcast about 2025.
Hmm.
You posted on your story. It was a little, I would say, a little cryptic.
Yeah. See, like,
It seemed a little like sparking some interest in this league, like some excitement, I would say.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us what's happening 2025? Why 2025? Like what's
yeah. Well, like, what
Oh,
was that about?
in regards to the Misfits.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let us
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Let us
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just because of like my situation and me being like having to leave the country.
Okay.
Yeah. So I won't be here. Like obviously, 2023 is right now. So,
Right, right,
uh,
right. So you're gone for the
you know,
year and then that's why.
yep. I'll be
If you
gone
weren't
for the
gone for
year.
the year,
If I wasn't, then we'll be back next year.
it'd be next year.
So
100.
I gotta ask right away because I gotta ask what the people would ask. It's not my question, Canada. I just asked
Uh-huh.
what the people.
These are
would
what the
say.
people like they're saying, okay?
Wait, listen.
It's
listen,
not
wait.
us. We're the middleman.
Yeah, that's it.
We're just here connecting pieces together for
All
everyone.
right, all right, all right, all right, all
They
right,
would
all
say,
right.
"Hey, Joe, why didn't you ask that?" So I say, "You know what? Fine, I'll ask it."
That's why we're doing this podcast.
And so
you know?
yeah,
Let's do it. Let's
exactly.
do it.
So
Let's do it.
so we so we seen that the Misfits. You guys obviously didn't have a team this year, and it seems like players have went, different ways and whatever the case is.
Branched
So
all over.
yes, like almost like a tree.
Mm-hmm.
So we're wondering, are they spies? Are they go in and take all
Picking
the
up.
information, the juice, and bring it back to you in 2025 to take things down, or what's going on with that? What's going on?
No, no. I don't. They're not spying, man. Like I wanted them to have opportunities. Like if we're not playing, then I want them to be able to still enjoy the game and play. And what I love about everyone who's a former Misfit, the teams that they're on, they're a huge asset.
Mhm.
And to me, that's a win. In my books as a coach. But no, like I don't like it's definitely not a spine type of thing, type of thing. But
No, I'm just playing with
um,
you.
but if we have a core group of players, and myself personally, like
Mm-hmm.
I just want to coach. You know, my passion is coaching. I mean, I play obviously, but sparingly here and there whenever I'm allowed on the field. But I,
Yeah,
uh,
we haven't seen you in a minute. We haven't seen you in a while still.
yeah, man. So it's yeah, I don't know, man. I bring a different type of energy out there, man. So I'm
Definitely.
Yeah.
just call me the enforcer, man, when it comes to the
Definitely.
inside.
Definitely. Definitely.
But
um,
yeah, that's what it is with the Misfits 2025. Definitely bringing it back because I like to do things different when it comes to coaching
that
and
is
try
very,
to
yep.
you know
100%.
Everything on the
I was
field
gonna
is always,
touch on. I was gonna touch
yeah.
on in a
Yep.
second,
I had
but
this, you don't have to answer this, with all the detail. You can even say you don't want to. But
mm,
with you bringing back Misfits in 2025,
yep.
like, are you getting your girls back, or do you plan on a whole new team, or
that's a great
I
question.
yeah, that's a good question, and I think there will be a handful that will be coming back.
okay?
Just
Some of the motherfuckers is switch siders. Motherfuckers
yeah,
ain't riding, motherfucker. I feel you. Don't worry. I'll say it for you, Ken. You motherfuckers switch siders. That's what he's saying before he says it. Sorry. Go on.
no, no, I'm not gonna say it. Like there will be players that come back, and I obviously there's players that I'm developing right now, like that are 12, 13, 14 years old, who I know, it's time for them to.
KI needs those KI needs those guys right now. We're getting old. We're gonna need some of those 14-year-olds to come through. But go on.
No, I mean, I'm just like I've always been like I've always had like a passion for developing athletes, and there's players in the league right now like we used to call her Sonic. She was in high school when she played for us, but Isabel she plays for
Sonic was in high school when she played for you guys.
yeah, I'm
No
telling you, like
way.
That
we
little girl that
developed
plays on Vixens.
Vixens. Yep.
Damn, she has a nickname. I didn't even know that. That's
We
crazy.
called her we gave her Sonic. That was her name when she played for
All
us because
right.
she was like Sonic the Hedgehog. Like she was
Nice.
like fast, right? So it was her and uh, yeah, I mean, like you have Sloan, right? And she was 15 or when she first started playing
Yeah.
for us.
I hope
Yeah.
Sloan comes back.
I was gonna say,
I
like,
hope she comes
I
back.
remember when you first
She
came
will.
out and you did things the Cannon way, and I was like, this nigga is crazy. What
Man, I
the
think we were
fuck are
all
you
thinking that.
thinking?
We playing
And then,
against him, seeing for the first
yeah,
time the whole,
yeah, I
the
think this
whole.
nigga's crazy. Yeah, but I seen where you
But you
went
changed it. You made it
eventually.
a lot more
Yeah,
exciting
yeah,
for the women's side
yeah.
because we had never seen it before. We hadn't
And,
seen
and
in the years that I played.
correct.
I've never seen anything like that, and I was like, oh, you had everyone like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah. Eventually, I seen it, and I feel like when you had the right tools, or if you had the right tools, however you want to look at it, I feel like
Yeah.
it would have been more effective. I seen it eventually, but
Yeah.
I remember at first I was just like, "Yo, this nigga's out of his fucking mind. I don't know what this guy's talking about." But even like our relationship, it built
Yeah.
over the years. We weren't always the coolest, but it's good
I
that we
know,
can get on the phone now and talk and all that.
bro.
It's always
I
love.
I'll never forget how we met, but like I get
Yeah.
it. I mean, it was my birthday. I get it. I apologize still to this
No,
day.
it's all love. It's all love.
I'm a
Maybe
little
one day
fucked
I'll
up.
tell about that story the other day.
Yeah. That's off. That's another podcast. But
Yeah.
but but well, I
That
will
next
say
one's in
this, man.
person though.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
But I will say this, man. One thing about like the Misfits and the style of offense we played. You look at Deion Sanders and what he's doing in Colorado and how they're saying once he gets the right pieces, it'll take off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you look at Miami Dolphins, even though they got their ass whooped by the Bills this past week. What they do on offense is
Oh, it's
unorthodox,
ridiculous.
and I just wanted to be creative, man, and use what I felt like was a huge field. The field is huge,
It's massive.
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah.
how can we create? Because we didn't have like the skill like other players had. Like like we didn't have it. So I was like, yo, we got to create some type of
Yeah, you got a
offense.
scheme.
Yeah, so we got to scheme it. But when you put the right people in the places that, and then now you see teams doing it. I watch T Front now, and you see motion. But what inspired me, and I'm not gonna lie, is we played my first year ever coach T Funk. We played Florida League in a tournament,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, what the fuck?
I think we all learn when it comes to floor.
But one thing I learned in the NFL is it's a copycat league. In the NFL, you know how they call it Philly
The Philly
Special because
Special?
Philadelphia ran it.
Mm-hmm.
Every team started running it after that.
Yeah.
You noticed that, right?
Yeah.
So it's
That's how
like,
it
all
goes.
right,
Copycat.
fuck. I'm like, fuck. So I saw for the league running a little motion and all that, and it was killing people. I'm like, this is why they don't lose.
Well, they have also players that are fucking disgusting, and they
Actually,
like
Exactly.
they would beat
Yeah.
probably
So-
some of the
so-
double B teams. Honestly,
That's what,
I'm
that's
not
what
even
I'm
gonna lie.
saying.
They're fucking
So-
sick.
So my mindset was like, all right, I want to run this system, and I'm going to find the players that are just as good as them. And eventually, we started to get to that point. But that's just my mindset with that whole like, philosophy of offense. It's like, why not? But like even the Rockets, right? We have a formation on my offense right now. We call it Rockets.
You say they stole their shit.
And I promise you right now, you know what formation I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. The two fucking
Right.
you gotta swing in the center beside each other, and everyone out to the
That's
fucking sideline. Get out the way.
That's
Get out
it.
the
So it's like,
fucking way. ISO
so
up.
it's like, all right,
Atlanta, another player that played with you.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like we call that formation Rockets
That's
because
funny.
I'll give respect to you. This is your shit, but I'm gonna figure out how to run it better than you.
Yeah, bet. I honestly, I can't even lie. I watched them. And I'm thinking the same shit. I'm like, okay, I can see where this can go right here. Oh, you're gonna do that? Okay, anyways, honestly, we don't have that much time, so we're gonna move forward.
Yeah.
Honestly, Cannon, you've been to a bunch of national championships. Sorry, you've been to a bunch of national tournaments. That's what I meant to say. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I get it. Fuck you.
Yo, my bad still. But yo, so my question to you is like, what's the number one thing that you look forward to when you go to national championships? Obviously, anyways, what's the number one thing?
Oh man, like I'd say composure, man. You know what I'm saying?
So you look forward to composure? I mean, like, what do you look forward to? Like for example,
nationals
you're going
as
to
a
nationals like this weekend. It's like, okay, what are you
Okay, my
like
bad.
most excited to look forward to? Like, what do you think in your head?
Anything.
Man, I'd say, man, just like top tier football, man, because every team is hitting on high cylinders right now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Everybody's timing is there. Everybody, you've the familiarities there with other teams.
Yeah.
You know who the go to is. And now it's just gonna come down to making plays, man. So, nationals always about making plays, man, in competition, high competition.
Like I would always say, like for me, like I love that, like that smell of fall, and when I go
Yeah.
to nationals, it's like that football weather where it's like it's that smell,
And
I
it's
come
cold,
on, I'm like,
crisp
yeah,
air. It's like
it's
And-
cold, but once you warm up, it's like perfect,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, that's what I love the most.
And here's the thing, man. Like the fact that it's in Hamilton, which is a football town,
mhm.
and I'm excited, man, because we're having a little pre-nationals gathering on Friday, man.
Yeah.
We're inviting
Yep.
everybody out.
Yep.
Don't
Yep.
forget.
Yep.
And
When Jasmine
I'm
ever
actually here at the
posts
spot right now.
when Jasmine ever posts that clip, we'll know the EBO will know we're supporting them. They don't think
I
we're dissing.
swear we
But anyways,
are.
one day
I
Jasmine will
posted
post
it.
it. I'm just saying. I'm just telling her every day. It's all right. Don't worry. Just
But
telling
yeah,
myself.
but no, it's gonna be a nice vibe, man. Like I'm hearing that right now, man. The owner, he's really good friends of mine, man. So,
Nice.
That's awesome.
but
So
definitely
we're gonna
looking
see you
forward to
then.
that. Yeah, man.
You'll be
like
there.
that's gonna be like a
Going
party,
away.
nationals party / going away party.
Oh,
That's
man.
shit.
crazy.
Oh, shit. All right.
So definitely looking forward to it, man. But
So-
nationals is gonna be big.
So we're definitely gonna have to do a shot like we always do at the bar.
Couple.
Yeah. That's how it usually goes.
Couple.
All right.
Like
well,
that.
one more question we got for you before we
Last
can let you go.
question.
Okay.
Do you have any predictions for this nationals?
On the women's side, man, you everybody is playing for second.
That's a fact.
I'm just being real. Like,
Keep it a
Come
thou.
on.
Keep it a thou. Keep it
Rebels
1,000.
are like you.
Have you
From
seen Ottawa Saints? Have you watched
They're
them
not
play?
coming to the tournament, so it
They're
doesn't
not
even
there.
matter
They're
at
not
this
in it.
point. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't care
They're
who's
out.
there.
You don't care who's there. It's
Oh,
Rebels.
shit.
You
That's because your
you can't
girl's on the
match up.
team. You would have been
Three
on the
of them.
Vixens if.
Three of them. Bruna, Sherry, and Danny. They're all like,
Jeez, numbers on the board. Okay.
yeah, you know.
No,
So
you're
we-
not wrong. I'm just saying. I thought
Okay, there you
Ottawa
go.
Saints was in. If they were, then
I just, me, like personally, like Rebels, you're not, no one's like can't match up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And on the men's side, like it's a toss up, man.
I don't
You
want to
know,
hear. I
I
don't
was
want to hear you trying to cape for your boys.
no,
Okay.
I'm like in my mind right now. I'm telling you right now, man. Like we played the Mud Dogs last year in nationals, and like they're not like I've never want to judge a book by its cover. When I first got in T-Fly and played on the men's side, we played the Mud Dogs. I was like, who are these guys? Like what? Like, and then the little short buddy who I don't know his name, but he one of their best receivers. He ran a go. And he ran past me, and I was like, "Uh-oh."
I know that. I know that feeling. It's happened to me
I was like-
plenty of
I was like-
times.
I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And Pinto looked at me. He was like, "Hey, I told you he can run." I was like, "Damn, all right."
Yep.
So, I don't know, man. Like, you know, it's a lot of parity on the men's side right now. I tell you that.
It's insane.
And you know, it's gonna come down to just who doesn't make the most mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, not wrong.
Who doesn't drop the fucking ball? How about that?
Those are the killers.
Simple. Easy
Those are the
touchdowns, dropping the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
So,
every team does that at the wrong time. So we'll see who actually does the right thing this weekend, I guess.
Are you gonna be there all weekend?
So is your team that you're going for the Mud Dogs? Or not the team
no,
you're going
man,
for, but the team that you think
your prediction.
your
Yeah,
prediction.
your prediction.
yeah, no, I mean, I'm obviously gonna go. I'm riding with my guys.
All right, fair enough. EBO, okay.
I'm riding with my guys.
You fucking got it. We got it.
But I am saying though, like I show respect where respect's due, and I feel like for us, if we want to win, we can't underestimate any opponent.
That's
We
fair.
have
You
to
like you
come
can't go
in
into a game all relaxed and like,
Yeah, you gotta. Every game's a championship.
yeah.
You know
I
what
think
mean? You
that's a problem that I find with some women's teams too. Like they go in all, oh, this is a light game. We've played these.
Every team does that. I mean, fuck, Killer Instinct. We're known for that shit. That's what we do. Literally. Oh, we're playing them. We're about to get slapped.
Let me tell you what happens, man. If you play a game that way, it's just like practicing that way. So the next game, your timing is not gonna be the same.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta like always. I don't give a damn who you playing. Put up 60 on these motherfuckers. And,
See,
like,
that's from a coach's perspective that I wouldn't have ever thought about.
Yes.
You lose your timing.
Yeah.
Yes, facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, it's nationals. Like, you can't play at this level and then go down to this level because your next game, you're not going to be playing at that. You got to try to slowly increase every game.
Yeah. That's true.
You know what? I'm going to take what you're going to say and I'm going to apply that to our next topics coming up after we got the phone. Cannon, honestly, it was a fucking honor to have you. I appreciate it so much. It's funny because, hey, I messaged you and you said, no problem. And I
Like, no
fucking love that.
hesitation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're not even the
Appreciate
closest
that.
people. And I love that. I want to get someone that wasn't, necessarily close to me or.
Gonna be biased.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And you fucking did a great job. We definitely gonna have to have you come on again. If that means we got to go to the States and hopefully you got somewhere for us to
We'll bring it
kick
out
up
there.
our feet and bring our fucking kids and shit.
Yeah, bro. Y'all come out to the States, man. I get a guest speaker on, man. You never know.
All right. Well, hey, you talking
Oh
now.
my
You
goodness.
talking, we talking.
All right.
Anyways, Cannon, thank you so much.
Thanks
we
for
appreciate
taking the time
it.
tonight, for real.
No, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
right.
Well, so we'll see you this weekend.
Y'all see y'all this weekend.
All right. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
All right. You guys too.
Bye. All right, so our camera died, so we had to switch it up a little bit. So apologize for that. Still learning the ropes of this.
This is not a high class operation.
Not in the slightest.
We're in the middle of a trap right now. It's cracking outside right now.
Okay, but we wanted to get into the nationals coming up a little more in depth.
So we're gonna go through the men's group.
Yep.
Now that we have the full draw and we can see what the games are at, I just wanted to know, what do you think the most competitive
Pool
may
for the men's?
pool, or whatever the case may be?
For the men's, I would definitely have to say Pool D. Giants, Blues, Hounds, Ottawa football team. I think that would be, out of all four. I also don't know some of them too well, but I mean, knowing what we know.
Yes, with that now, with
Yeah.
tight information, what we know about the Blues. Yeah,
Yeah.
watch out for the Blues is all I'm gonna say.
Teams that I see making it like to AA.
Okay.
I guess so, not making it to AA.
Yeah, AA semis.
Yeah. Blues, obviously. I see Blues making it, and I would have to say Hounds. Giants, I had taken it all, but I definitely had Giants taking it all, but
Things switch.
People are healthy, people are excited, people are just ready to go for nationals.
Inside information means all this stuff. Means all everything. When you get some information, you think it's one way, and then a week later you get the draw. Now you know the difference.
Yeah, there's a couple of things are different.
So I just looked at everything, and honestly, I was gonna ride with you and say that was actually the hardest group. But I'm actually looking at it now, and I actually believe that the Mustangs, Mud Dogs, Winnipeg Rebellion, and Toronto Assassins. I feel like that's a pretty formidable group. It might, I'm not saying that the winner's coming out of this, although I have the Mud Dogs to go to the championship, but I think any team could beat any team there. I think the Mustangs could show up and surprise anybody. So can the Rebellion, Assassins. So anybody can win there. It's going to be very interesting how that works out. As far as the other two groups go, it's going to be a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
I can't expose any insider information coming from the KI side, but I don't see Piranhas looking like a 11th ranked team going into nationals. I feel like they might be playing a little bit better than that.
Yeah, 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would have to agree.
And with your opinion about the Hounds, I mean, I feel like the Hounds are also going to be playing better than a 12 ranked team. So
when I saw that, I was like.
But everything's based on how you play. If you show up to 3 tournaments and you don't and you bomb 1 or 2, then like you are where you are. So I'm not mad at that.
I just think they're better than what they've been doing this year.
It happens.
But again, it happens. Yeah.
Championship, we went to Hamilton. It was in Hamilton, and we were ranked number 10 because we bombed provincials, and that was worth 50% of your ranking, and we were ranked 10th.
Yeah.
And we went through and run. I'm sure the team that we had to play in the group was not happy about that, but that's how it goes. So you gotta win. You gotta be every team to win. So fuck the groups. It is what it is.
Yeah. To agree.
I got a trick question for you. Tier 2, I'm going to show you quick because you probably don't have that pulled up. Who do you have winning double B? I'm just going to get straight to it.
Wait, hold on. Let me think of mine first before.
Okay.
Who I think or who I want?
Whoever you like. Whatever.
All right. I got my answer.
Just to make everything a little spicy. Tier 2, Wolfpack, Reapers, Rough Riders, Bandits, Canes, Terror Squad, Cobras, Machine, Warriors, Kings, Hitmen, and the Hamilton Replacements. Who you got coming out of that tier there?
I'll be honest. There's, I think, 2 teams I don't know.
Okay. Who do you like out of that though? Like who do you say the top 2 teams? Let's say top 2.
Okay, yeah, top 2. I would say Wolfpack and Rough Riders.
Okay. And who do you think would win out of those 2?
I think Wolfpack would.
Wolfpack. Okay. I'm not mad at it. They are ranked number 1, so I mean I would assume them to at least win double B. I feel like anything less than that.
Rough Riders have though.
They have, but I feel like Wolfpack has been doing pretty good. They've shown that
I want
they've
Rough
been-
Riders to
that
win. Like,
they
I feel
can
like
beat all the tier 2 teams. Like I said before, Rough Riders, for me, I just think they're not consistent, so it's hard for me to say that they're going to win that. I don't know what Rough Riders are going to show up. The Rough Riders I want to
I don't know.
win.
Yeah.
The Rough Riders are just there to have fun. I really don't know.
You also get a lot of teams dropping from tier 1 to double B now.
Well, I'm not sure how it breaks down. I don't know if you could drop. So I was actually trying to figure that out.
I think the bottom two teams would do the A double B crossover. The top two would do double AA. No?
No, the A preliminary is 4th in pool. So if you have to be in tier 1 to be in A.
Oh,
And you have to be
better,
if you're in tier 2, then you are the highest you get is double B.
Oh,
Interesting.
Okay. So I got the Reapers. I'm gonna take the Reapers.
Oh shit.
They have had
oh shit. Oh.
They've had not great season, but they've definitely played in tier 1 a lot, and I got them winning double B.
I forgot who was on
the
Reapers.
fact that they're not even in tier 1 is a disappointment for them, and we'll see what happens. You got Reapers? You're switching?
No, I was gonna say, didn't Reapers...
They beat us
Yeah.
last time we played. We haven't played them.
Oh, you guys lost
for
to
a
the
year.
Reapers?
Yeah, they did.
That was last year when Packus wasn't 100%. Braden wasn't throwing. We had an off year.
Is that an excuse?
It is an excuse.
Yeah,
So
they
the Hells lost to the
definitely...
Reapers. Just anyone that's just
Yeah.
listening, yes.
Last year.
So now we understand why. What's that team's name? Winnipeg Peg City.
Why they're...
Now we know why they're ranked above you guys. It all makes sense now.
Because it should that happened last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yo, Winnipeg Peg City, we gotta change your name, man. I'm not done with this. The Peg City.
City.
You just be Peg City.
Yeah.
What do we got
But
here?
yeah.
Okay, interesting games. My game of. Oh no. Whoa. Women's
What about women's?
toughest draw.
Let me see it.
Toughest draws for the women's.
That should be at the top.
The
Remember?
pools are right there. Well, you have the pools right here.
Oh,
That's okay. Mommy brain. We're back. I'm gonna go first. Women's football is very interesting right now. What I'll say is I like Pool A, because my favorite team, London Legends, are there, and I think obviously the Rebels are gonna be good and they're gonna fucking sweep, but that's fine. We have London Legends versus EBO, and I think that's
a really good game.
That's a good matchup. And I think that's going to be massive to see who actually gets past that. Damn, I don't even know who.
I don't remember the last time we've also played Storm. Rockets have played Storm, so I that could go.
Rockets, yeah. You know what? You're right. Rockets, Storm, and
I don't know Volts.
I feel like Vixen's Wolfpack. I feel like Vixen's gonna take care of that.
Yeah.
The
Wolfpack.
Wolves, I don't know nothing about the Wolves. So.
I don't know either.
Yo, I don't know why I'm dissing the Wolfpack. I'm not even dissing the Wolfpack. I think they're good. I feel like it's all matchups. I feel like if they're playing the Storm or the Rockets, they have a better chance to win.
Rockets and Storm, I don't know who.
I feel like the Storm could take you guys out still, I'll be honest. They're a veteran bunch. Mm-hmm. They play smart football.
They do.
You guys are a little bit younger. Although, I mean, I don't know who's playing quarterback for you guys, and it's going to be hard. I don't know if they have someone that could rush Olivia. I don't know if Olivia's a quarterback. I really don't know. There's a lot of questions with the Rockets, but those are my two games. I would say London Legends versus EBO Women. I'm looking out for. What time is that? That's at 9 a.m. Damn, you play at that time. You're not going to be there. I might go check that game out. You know what? I'm going to check that game out. 9 a.m. London Legends versus EBO Women's. That's my game. That's my game for sure. I got Saturday, and then also Sunday. I like Rockets versus Storm. That's on my field. 9:30. I'll be there for that game too. And I guess Rebels. It is what it is.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Everything you said. Like it's pretty kind of.
Do you have anything?
We're seeing it.
Fair enough. Do you have anything planned for this weekend?
Thanksgiving weekend. No, I know Rockets are doing a little dinner. Typical. Yeah, where was it last year? It was in Brampton. Yeah, so we went to his mom's.
Yeah, my mom was right home.
Yeah, no. But I would like to do some
Yeah,
little on-field
yeah.
interviews, little
Yeah.
questions.
It would be nice if we get interactive with the players this weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully, some of this stuff comes out before we get it out before national. I know it's not gonna be that easy, but if we do, that'd be amazing.
That'd be great.
Let us know if you're interested or if you guys have any ideas or whatever the case is.
For sure, that'd be.
And please, fucking subscribe, like, follow,
Subscribe, please. I'm not gonna lie, we got a little more subscribers than I thought we would, but we could use some more. We could definitely use some more.
And now that we have the link in the bio, please use the link.
It's there, I swear.
Now you know where to find the podcast.
Absolutely.
So we can't get it on podcastings right yet.
Not yet. Yeah. I think you need a couple videos out before you can submit your page to Spotify or Apple Music or whatever it is. Apple Podcast, I think.
So anyways, see you soon.
Yeah.
Have fun this weekend.
Good luck to all the teams out there.